Excel 2016, Module 6, pages 337 through 340. Okay, start on 336, please, and read about working with multiple worksheets and copying worksheets. A lot of you struggle with copying worksheets, so take a minute and read about that. All right, on page 337, to copy the Quarter 1 worksheet and create the summary worksheet, make sure you're clicked onto the Quarter 1 worksheet and you are not grouped. All right, what you're going to do is you're going to take your mouse and you're going to hold your left mouse button down on top of that Quarter 1 worksheet. Then at the same time, you're going to reach down and you're going to hold your Control key down. With your Control key, if it wants to let me, and there we go, and your mouse button held down at the same time. Do you see how you get that little white piece of paper with a plus sign and you can see the little arrow, down pointing arrow, and I'm using my mouse and my Control key so I can't point to it, but do you see it? Now take your mouse, hold that Control key down and don't let go. Take your mouse and move to the left. Did you see how that little arrow moved? And then let go with your mouse, then the Control key. If you let go of the Control key first, the command will fail. So as you can see, it says Quarter 1, and that little 2 means it's the second copy of it. Okay, if that didn't work, just, go back over the video and try it again. Okay? All right, now we need to rename this second Quarter 1 worksheet to Summary. So go ahead and just rename that worksheet. You're an expert at that by now. And now we want to drag the Summary worksheet between the Documentation worksheet and the Quarter 1 worksheet and make it the second worksheet in the workbook. So we're just going to grab Summary and pull it over. So it's between Documentation and Quarter 1. Okay, just grab it with your left mouse button and give it a tug. If you miss, just try again, no big deal. Okay, to modify the Summary worksheet, make sure the Summary worksheet is the active sheet. So just make sure you're clicked on Summary and nothing else is in white except for Summary. In cell A2, all right, let's go up here to A2. We want to make this say Jackson totals. Right now it just says Jackson. So Jackson totals. In cell A3, where it currently says Quarter 1, we want to change that to 2017. Okay? Clear the contents of the cells in the range B6 through E11. So we want to go to B6 through E11. Go ahead and just clear those contents by pressing your Delete key. You remove the rental incomes and the formulas in column E, though the formatting remains intact. Step number 5, insert a new column C into the worksheet. Okay, insert a new column C into the worksheet. The column appears between the January and February labels and has the same formatting as the January column. Go ahead and turn to the next page. Step number 6, in the range B5 to E5, I'm going to start on B5, enter Quarter 1, Quarter 2, Quarter 3, Quarter 4 as the new labels. So we're going to type in Quarter 1, and then we're simply going to use our fill handle. Right? So it says Quarter 1, Quarter 2, Quarter 3, and Quarter 4. Correct? This should still say totals. If you pulled over it, just click on it and change it back to totals. All right. Copy the formula in cell B12 to cell C12. Okay, so we're going to go to B12. You see how there's nothing here? And we're just going to copy that over so that C12 has the correct formula in it. All right, go ahead and hit save before we move on. Now I need you to read about referencing cells and ranges in other worksheets. Okay, make sure you read this. This is very important that you understand how to read a cell reference that refers to a different worksheet. Okay, so look at it. It says equals the sheet name, whatever it is, exclamation point. That's a warning that you're actually pulling information from a different worksheet. So go ahead and read that really quick and then go up to the top of page 339. To enter the formula that references the Summary worksheet, click the Quarter 1 Sheet tab. Press and hold the Shift key and click the Quarter 4 Sheet tab. Okay, so we're going to group them, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4 all grouped together. Select cell A4. So here's A and here's 4. This is a cell in which you want to enter the formula to display the fiscal year. Type equals to begin the formula. Click the Summary Sheet tab and then click cell A3. So we're going to go to Summary and we're going to click on cell A3. The reference to cell A3 in the summary worksheet is added to the formula in cell A4 in the grouped worksheets. Step number 4. On the formula bar, click the Enter button. That Enter button is right there, and I have to tell you, it is the exact same thing as pressing your Enter key. But the book wants you to learn this, so go ahead and click on that. But just know it's the same thing as pushing your Enter key, okay? All right, so now you'll notice it jumped us back over to where we were. It went back to where we were entering our formula. And the formula equals summary exclamation point A3 equals summary exclamation point A3. Remember that exclamation point tells you that what's on the left-hand side of it is a reference to a different sheet. Okay? That formula is going to appear in all, if you click on them, look, it's there in all of them, isn't it? All right, go to your summary worksheet, please. And now the quarterly worksheets are ungrouped. In cell A3, enter fiscal year space dash space 2017. Okay, so right here, I want to enter fiscal year space dash space, because I already have the 2017, and press your Enter key. Again, it's fiscal year space dash space 2017. The descriptive label in cell A3 is entered in the summary worksheet and is also displayed in the quarterly worksheets because of the formula you entered. Go to the quarter 1 through quarter 4 worksheets and verify that the label fiscal year 2017 appears in cell A4 in each worksheet. See it right there, right there. It's in all of them, right? Okay, good job. All right. To enter the worksheet reference for the quarterly totals, go to the summary worksheet and then select cell B6. Type equals to get started, right? Step number 3, click the quarter 1 sheet tab and then click cell E6. The cell is selected and added to the formula. Click the Enter button on the formula bar to complete the formula and return to the summary worksheet. Cell B6 remains selected and the formula equals quarter 1 E6, right there, see it? Appears in the formula bar. The formula results showing the rental income for child care centers in the first quarter of 2017, which is $16,388, right there. Step number 5. Repeat steps 2 through 4 to enter formulas with worksheet references in cell C6, D6, and E6 that add the rental income from child care centers in quarter 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so what we want to do is now we want to come right here and we want to do the same thing we just did. This equals, and we're going to pop over here to quarter 2, and we want to get the total on our child care center, correct? And we want to do it for quarter 3 equals the total of your child care center, and quarter 4 equals the total of your child care center. Okay? So we did C6, D6, and E6, correct? Now, look at step number 5 and let's just check really quick and make sure our numbers are right. So C6 should say 15,376, then we have 11,426, and then 14,076. Again, I am looking at page 340, step number 5, and I am checking my figures to make sure I did this correctly. Step number 6, select the range B6 to E6. Okay, just like that. And then drag the fill handle over the range B7 to E11. Just like that. The formulas with the worksheet references are copied to the rest of the item rows. The autofill options button appears below the copied row right there. See it? Step number 7. Click the autofill options button and then click fill without formatting. See it right there? Okay, so that took off all those dollar signs we had down there. You didn't copy the formatting in this case because you want to keep the accounting format in the range B7 to E11, B7 to E11, and the bottom border formatting in the range B11 to E11. The total values for the year appear in the range. Deselect. The summary worksheet now shows the 2017 totals for each rental type in Jackson by quarter and for all rental income in 2017. Take a look at figure 6-8 at the top of page 341. And you are now ready to save and move on to your next video.